Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we are re-diving deep into the world of one of the most iconic and pint-sized pups on the planet, the Chihuahua. That's right, we're talking about the smallest known dog breed in the entire world. It's incredible to think that a dog so tiny can have such a massive personality, but that's the Chihuahua for you. They're living proof that great things truly do come in small packages. So, how small are we talking? Well, the breed standard says a Chihuahua should not weigh more than 6 pounds. To put that in perspective, a standard bag of sugar weighs about 5 pounds. Imagine a furry four-legged friend that weighs just a little more than your baking supplies. They typically stand only about 5 to 8 inches tall at the shoulder. This miniature size is their defining characteristic and what makes them so unique in the canine kingdom. But don't let their delicate frame fool you. These dogs are anything but fragile in spirit. Have you ever wondered where these tiny titans came from? Their history is as fascinating as they are small. The most popular theory traces their origins back to ancient Mexico, specifically to the Toltec civilization. It's believed that Chihuahuas are descendants of the Techichi, a small mute companion dog, kept by the Toltecs as far back as the 9th century. Archaeological evidence, including pottery and effigies of small dogs that look remarkably like modern Chihuahuas, supports this theory. These little dogs were highly prized, not just as pets, but also for religious and ceremonial purposes. It's amazing to think that the little dog curled up on your lap has such a rich and ancient heritage stretching back over 1,000 years. They weren't just pets, they were a significant part of a culture's history. When you think of a Chihuahua, you might picture the classic smooth-coated, apple-headed variety. But did you know there's more than one type? Chihuahuas actually come in 2 distinct coat varieties, the smooth coat and the long coat. The smooth coat has that sleek, glossy fur that's short all over the body. The long coat, on the other hand, boasts soft, fine-guard hairs and a downy undercoat, giving them a much fluffier appearance, especially around their ears, neck, and tail. And it doesn't stop there. They also have 2 different head shapes. The apple head is the most common, with a rounded, dome-like skull similar to the shape of an apple. This is the breed standard for show dogs. Then there's the deer-head Chihuahua, which has a longer, more tapered snout and a flatter skull, resembling a tiny deer. While not accepted in the show ring, deer-head Chihuahuas are just as beloved by pet owners for their equally charming looks and personalities. So, whether you prefer a smooth apple head or a fluffy deer head, there's a Chihuahua look for everyone. Now, let's talk about that famous Chihuahua personality. They are often described as having a terrier-like temperament. This means they are alert, confident, and can be quite brave for their size. They are fiercely loyal to their people and often form a very strong bond with one particular person in the family. This loyalty is one of their most endearing qualities. They want to be with you, follow you around the house, and snuggle up for a nap. They are the ultimate lapdogs. However, this devotion can sometimes lead to them being a bit suspicious of strangers. They are excellent little watchdogs because they will not hesitate to bark and alert you to anyone or anything new in their environment. Early socialization is key to helping them become well-rounded and confident adults. Exposing them to different people, sights, and sounds from a young age will help them understand that the world isn't so scary and not every new person is a threat. A well-socialized Chihuahua is a joy to be around, curious, playful, and incredibly loving. One of the biggest misconceptions about Chihuahuas is that they are yappy or aggressive. While their watchdog instincts can make them vocal, this behavior can be managed with proper training. Like any dog, Chihuahuas thrive on positive reinforcement. They are highly intelligent and eager to please, making them surprisingly easy to train. You can teach them all sorts of fun tricks. Because of their intelligence, they also need mental stimulation. Puzzle toys, training games, and interactive play will keep their minds sharp and prevent boredom, which can often be the root cause of unwanted behaviors like excessive barking. When it comes to exercise, their needs are a bit different from a big dog like a golden retriever. You won't need to take them on 5-mile runs. However, they do have a surprising amount of energy packed into their tiny bodies. Daily walks are essential for their physical and mental health. A short, brisk walk around the block once or twice a day is usually sufficient. They also love to play, so sessions of fetch in the living room or a good game of tug-of-war with an appropriately sized toy will help them burn off that energy. It's important to remember that even though they are small, they are still dogs with canine needs for activity and exploration. Let's touch on their health. Chihuahuas are generally a healthy breed with a surprisingly long lifespan, often living 14 to 16 years, and sometimes even longer. However, their small size does make them prone to certain health issues. Things like patellar luxation, which is a dislocated kneecap, and certain heart conditions can be common. They are also susceptible to hypoglycemia or low blood sugar, especially when they are puppies. It's important to feed them small, frequent meals to keep their blood sugar stable. And of course, their teeth need special attention. Small breeds are prone to dental problems, so regular brushing and professional cleanings are a must to keep their pearly whites healthy. One of the most characteristic and sometimes misunderstood behaviors of a Chihuahua is shivering. You might see your little pup trembling and worry that they're scared or cold. And sometimes that's exactly it. Because of their small body mass, and for the smooth coats, lack of insulating fur, they can get cold very easily. That's why you often see Chihuahuas rocking adorable sweaters and coat sits. Not just a fashion statement, it's functional. However, they also shiver when they're excited, stressed, or just plain happy. It's a unique quirk of the breed that is part of their charm. Understanding the context will help you figure out why your little friend is shaking. Despite their tiny stature, Chihuahuas can be great companions for a wide variety of households. They adapt well to apartment living, provided they get their daily walks and playtime. They can be wonderful pets for seniors or less active individuals who are looking for a devoted companion. However, households with very young children might need to be cautious. Because Chihuahuas are so small and delicate, they can be accidentally injured by rough play. It's crucial to teach children how to interact gently and respectfully with a small dog. With proper supervision and education, they can coexist happily, but safety must always be the top priority. In conclusion, the Chihuahua is so much more than just the world's smallest dog. They are a breed with a deep history, a complex personality, and an ocean of love to give. From their ancient origins in Mexico to their modern status as beloved lapwarmers and fashion icons, these dogs have captured hearts across the globe. They are intelligent, loyal, and endlessly entertaining. Yes, they require proper training and socialization, just like any dog. But the reward is a friendship unlike any other. They remind us that courage and spirit are not measured by size. The tiny Chihuahua, with its bold heart and unwavering devotion, truly is a giant among dogs. Thank you so much for joining me today to learn all about these fascinating little creatures. If you own a Chihuahua, share one of your favorite things about them in the comments below. We'd love to hear your stories. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next deep dive into the wonderful world of dogs. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.